Classic All-Star Wrestling, featuring the greatest matches in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And now, here is your host, Adam Parsons.
Welcome, wrestling fans. I'm Adam Parsons to Classic All-Star Wrestling. I'm so glad that you are joining us on this debut episode. We're going to go back through the annals of wrestling history, back to when wrestling was wrestling and not a choreographed dance move. We start out with none other than one of the top stars, one of the top draws of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, the Sheik. That's right, the original Sheik, the uncle of Sabu. He takes on none other than the soul man, Tom Jones. After that, we head to the Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee. It is the Assassins. They're taking on the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol and Jerry the King Lawler. But wait, there's more. After those two great matches, we have a world title match main event, and you're going to want to hear it. All that and more coming up right here on Classic All-Star Wrestling.
I think we have in the Weasel and the Sheik a couple of characters who one would not want to take home as a house guest. The Weasel is so obnoxious that he's evidently spent a lifetime training at it. Both men forcing Tom Jones back. Now the Sheik is on that prayer rug to seek assistance. He eyes the fans, keeps an eye on the fans, and he is waiting until they give him what he considers his respect. A veteran of the ring, the Sheik, has wrestled around this world for many years, and it has been the same story wherever he goes. It's one reprimand after another with this fellow. Now we are waiting the bell, and finally we get the show on the road. And the Sheik is into that Arabian twist of his as he moves around. And Tom Jones pummels away at him, and Jones, he throws the fan by attacking the Sheik in the corner, and the Sheik grabbing the cameraman, give a tremendous study of this fellow as he is draped over that second rope. The Weasel is concerned on the outside. And now it is the Sheik jumping into the fray and applying, a dangerous hold, this one. The hammerlock, and he is pulling back on it. This is a vicious hold. And I have not seen it for some time, but I don't like it. The hammerlock and all the weight thrown against the arm. As the Sheik pulls against that arm of Tom Jones, the referee is over, questioning Jones. There's not much Jones can do about it. And another maneuver that sends the body weight, the full body weight, against the arm. Now, I don't like the hold. It is a bad one. The hammerlock itself is vicious enough, but to perform the maneuver that the Sheik has used, the bell sounds. The Weasel is in there. The Sheik is still holding on to this hold. And we have an ugly situation now where the referee is finding it difficult. And there goes the Sheik again, applying the pressure to the hammerlock. As here now, Billy Watson comes into the studio, and he is displaying the same concern as I am. And Watson, unfortunately, is not dressed for action, and the Sheik pounds him. Billy Watson is now grabbed by the Sheik, and the Sheik pushes him out on the concrete. And Watson getting his head stumped. In front of me here as the fans pile around, menacing. And the Sheik grabbing Watson, kicking away with those pointed boots. Well, they've gone out into the dressing room, and there's a tremendous sting outside as many of the fans have followed, and the fight pursues. The fight continues outside, and we have a very unfortunate situation here. The Weasel is standing up there defying everybody as this boy is hurt.
Catches the assassin, catches him again, going to work on the co-holder of the World Tag Title. Backdrop into the ropes and down. The assassin. As Austin Idol, a tag on Jerry Lawler. Here comes Lawler. Look at him pound. He's going to work on these World Tag Team Champions. Lawler has a score to even. Now, breaks across the eyes or hits Lawler in the face. Couldn't tell which. Now picks Lawler up and catches him with a right hand, firing away, and puts Lawler down to the... Yep, his cut opened up. Was afraid of that. Double elbow. Crowd getting behind Lawler. Out of the ring. Look out. On the table, the assassin throws the king, pounding him on this tag on Austin Idol. Here comes Idol. The assassin had hit the referee. And look at Austin Idol. He comes in. Firing away. Assassin down to the canvas.
Well, fans, isn't it refreshing to be able to watch professional wrestling back on television again? I know it is for me. I told you we have a world title match main event, and it will not disappoint. It comes to you from the Hemisphere Arena, San Antonio, Texas. It is AWA World Champion Nick Bockwinkel, managed by Bobby Heenan, and he takes on none other than Bruiser Brody. But it gets better. The main event of a big show like that needs a big-time referee, former NWA World Champion Lou Thesz. Right there, three of the top stars in professional wrestling of all time, one of the greatest managers of all time. That main event is coming up. Enjoy this great classic match, and next week is going to get even better. We got all the stars of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s right here. One show, Classic All-Star Wrestling. The Four Horsemen are coming to Classic All-Star Wrestling next week, along with Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, and more. Fans, I'm Adam Parsons, and I'll see you next week.
Joining a match in progress for the World's Heavyweight Championship, the champion Nick Bockwinkel now has the head of Bruiser Brody, the challenger, scissored as Bruiser Brody, the big man, trying to take the golden belt and the world's championship away from Nick Bockwinkel. Bobby the Brain Heenan, some people call him the Weasel, is the manager of Nick Bockwinkel. He is outside the ring talking to a ring announcer or someone down there at the ringside as Nick Bockwinkel punishes Bruiser Brody with the head scissors. It's been an exciting match so far. It's been going on for better than 8 or 9 minutes now. A special referee for this match, a man who held the world's heavyweight championship for 6 different times, the great Lou Thez, checking with Bruiser Brody to see if he'd like to concede the match, and he says no. Nick Bockwinkel trying to finish Bruiser Brody off. Brody kicking those legs, trying to get that circulation going, trying to get out of that head scissor. Brody trying to come out. Bockwinkel keeping him locked in tight. Brody still unable to get out. Here he comes as he finally gets out and he grabs the leg of the world's champion, Nick Bockwinkel. Bruiser Brody, 290 pounds. Challenging Nick Bockwinkel for the world championship. Right now, Brody getting the worst of it. As Bockwinkel has him covered up, here comes a count, and Brody has a leg over the bottom rope. Bockwinkel thinks he may have won the match already, but no, the leg of Brody was over the bottom rope. Oh, and Brody catches him with a big one as Bockwinkel came in after him. Bockwinkel right back. Brody now grabs the leg. Bockwinkel doubles those fists up, throws him to the back, trying to knock the big man off. Brody holding on to Nick Bockwinkel. Oh, Brody with a bear hug. Bockwinkel reaching up, trying to pull Brody off, but Brody backs him into the corner. Bruiser Brody, you can see him up on the ropes, getting right up on top of the world's champion, Nick Bockwinkel. Well, Bobby Heenan started in. Brody went after him, and you see Heenan, he doesn't want any part of Brody. Bockwinkel, the world's champion now, comes back. Brody stays right with him. Ooh, down goes Bruiser Brody. Bockwinkel from in behind. Get Brody down. He's got him down. There's no count. Heenan clapping for his world's champion. As you can see, Bockwinkel. As Brody scissored again. Bruiser Brody locked up by the world champion Nick Bockwinkel here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Nick Bockwinkel holds on to Bruiser Brody. Brody trying to twist and turn to see if he can come up out of here. Here he goes. He's got Bockwinkel turned over, but Bockwinkel continues to roll, and Brody rolls with him, and Brody is still tied up in that scissor. And out underneath the bottom rope goes Bruiser Brody, and it'll get him a break. As Bockwinkel not only breaks, he comes in punching. Brody is laying underneath that bottom rope. The former world champion Lou Thez, who's acting as a special referee in this match, makes Bockwinkel get back as Brody rolls out onto the floor. Brody trying to make his way in. Bockwinkel goes over and grabs him, slams him down. And Bockwinkel throwing some punches as Brody unable to get into the ring. Now Bruiser Brody comes in on the other side, and Bockwinkle's waiting for him. Oh, what a big blow that the world's champion has thrown in there. There's another one. Forearm to the back of Bruiser Brody by Nick Bockwinkle. We're at the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio for event number 2. And what an event it has been. And you're just getting to watch the World's Championship match here. Bruiser Brody, the challenger, trying to knock out Nick Bockwinkle, the world's champion. What a blow from Brody as the champion goes down. Brody reaches down, grabs him, throws him into the rope, between the ropes and out onto the concrete floor. And here comes Bruiser Brody outside. Brody grabs him by the hair, throws him into the timekeeper's table. Bruiser Brody with a forearm to the back of the world's champion, Nick Bockwinkle. Bockwinkle is down. Brody is laying on the timekeeper's table. The referee, Lou Thez, is warning Brody to either take it into the ring or go back to the dressing room and be disqualified. Brody doesn't want to get disqualified because he wants to win that world championship. Brody is up on the top ropes, and he comes down with that big fist right on top of the head of the world's champion, Nick Bockwinkle, and it may be all over here. It may be all over here. Brody may be wearing that world's championship belt. Brody comes up with a big boot to the top of the head of the world's champion, Nick Bockwinkle. Another kick from Bruiser Brody. Brody kicks him back down. Bruiser Brody has got him covered up, and here's the count, and he only gets a 1. Bockwinkle is coming out underneath the bottom rope. Bockwinkle is out on the floor. He is staggered. Brody is going out on the other side. Brody going over to try to get Bockwinkle as Bockwinkle makes his way up onto the apron. Now he's inside the ring. Brody is outside the ring. And Brody lays him backwards across those ropes and throws that big forearm. Then he pushes him right into the center of the ring. And here comes Bruiser Brody in, looking to put the finishes on the world's champion. Here he's got him high up in the air. What's he going to do with him? Down he goes, and Heenan may have grabbed Brody. In fact, he did. And now Bobby Heenan, the manager of the world's champion, Nick Bockwinkle, running away from Bruiser Brody. Brody comes into the ring, and down goes Bockwinkle as Brody caught him with a big one. Brody reaches down, slams him to the mat. Bruiser Brody. High in the air he goes, and a knee across the chest of the world's champion. Here comes the count. It was 1, 2, and Heenan reached in and punched Brody. Now Brody is going after Heenan. I believe Brody would have won that fall and the match if Heenan hadn't interfered. Now Brody is turning on Bobby the Weasel Heenan. Brody goes back to the champion now. Oh boy, Brody throwing the world champion out of the ring. Now he's after Heenan, and there goes Heenan out of the ring. Here comes Brody out of the ring. Brody is going after a chair. And he has got the chair. Lou Thez tries to keep Brody from going into the ring with that chair. Bockwinkle is in the ring. You can see Brody holding on to that chair. Lou Thez is holding on to it. Brody has it. And he throws it down and he misses Bockwinkle. The referee, Lou Thez, grabs the chair, throws it out of the ring. Heenan consoles his world's champion as the world champion has been taking a beating here from Bruiser Brody. And they are leaving the ring. They are leaving the ring, and the referee has asked for the bell. Bruiser Brody will have his hand raised in victory. But that will not get him the world's championship, I don't believe. We'll wait and see. I believe the referee will wait for the official decision, but I'm just guessing now. I believe it's going to be a disqualification. Bruce Brody has been declared the winner of the match.
He has disqualified him, and disqualification, the title does not change.
Well, what it was, that's right. Bobby Heenan interfered in the match. And